Oh, hi, podcast listeners. There's many ways you can listen to the Real Nerds podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can also subscribe on Stitcher Radio. You want to send us a Twitter message? You can do that. It's so easy, at Real Nerds. Like us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com, where there'll be a lot of articles for you to not only read, but to listen to our previous shows. Do you like your stories told through pictures? Then you can also follow us at Real Nerds on Instagram. You can also call us, 720-6nerds5. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
talk film! I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerds.
Welcome to the 601st installment of Real Nerds Podcast. I am Ryan, and I am joined by Brad.
That number is so big.
I know.
Like I can't even fathom it.
I know. I don't even know what to... We've turned the corner on another 100 episodes.
Is 601 the biggest number ever? Like
It could be.
Factually, is it the largest number? But what about 602?
Oh, shit. We just have more episodes after this one.
Oh, 603. What are we going to do?
Brad, it's going to keep on getting bigger. Like, no, I won't go there. It'll keep on getting bigger because every week we see a new movie and we podcast our experience to the world, you, the listeners, who have stumbled upon the greatest movie podcast of all time. In my article I write of my favorite films of all time, I say opinions may vary, but I don't care about other people's opinions. I was going to go with that we are the greatest movie podcast of all time.
I second that. Although, I did see you put Mallrats at like 100 and something. And so now every movie after that you've been posting, I'm like, really? You like that more than Mallrats? And that's just the barometer now. It's like another movie will pop up like, oh, cool. Really? More than Mallrats? I feel like I don't know you.
It's definitely the thing I do think about, honestly. Because, I did this list a little bit ago. And, I'm pretty confident in where I have everything. But yeah, it's I do tinker with it still a little bit because I'm like, is this movie really better than this movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it has moved around a lot.
So it's still a fluid list.
So yeah, the movies are locked in. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is my latest one. And really that one was more of a culmination of the trilogy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but you made the list before that movie came out, right?
Yes.
So it's a recent addition.
It used to be Guardians of the Galaxy, just Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
And then I go, man, but it feels like 2 and 3, they're all part of this overarching story of Rocket and Peter Quill. And so I decided to make 3 as a way of celebrating all of them.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you like Guardians of the Galaxy more than Mallrats. That's just wow.
It's because I love Mallrats, but I actually love a Kevin Smith movie more.
Okay.
And that shows up actually a lot later on my list. But there will be some surprises.
Yeah, Destry Rides Again. You like more than Mallrats? I don't. Had no idea.
Yeah. Happy Gilmore, Hot Shots, Yeah.
Those two make sense to me.
But yeah, as it slowly becomes, as my list is revealed, it'll be fascinating because this is my last one I did United 93. And I have to tell you, it is really fucking depressing writing about the events of 9/11.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm trying. And so
yeah, honestly, I didn't even remember it was yesterday. I totally forgot.
And it's one of those things where, because I like to write I write the whole summary of the movie, and I'm writing it. I'm like, oh, and then this plane crashes into this building and kills thousands of people. I'm like, man, this is really depressing. And because it should be up later today, my following movie is Tommy Boy, and if those two aren't like so polar opposite, and it was nice because I'm about halfway done writing it. It's just nice writing about, and here's where Chris Farley like falls down.
Meh.
Yeah,
Rippy dear.
yeah.
I'm just surprised I'm surprised you felt compelled to write like in detail the events of 9/11 at all. Like you could have just said like, the events of 9/11 and then just moved on to the rest of the movie. Like, what happened.
I know, but it's so hard because, and then I also felt as I'm writing it that I don't want to,
Disperse the memory of.
Yeah,
people.
exactly. Especially the people on that flight that were so heroic. And it's like, man, I could just gloss over this stuff and I don't have to write it as detailed. But then it doesn't make the sacrifices of, the poor flight attendant that was killed by them or the pilots that were killed by them. If I just gloss over that, I feel like I'm doing a disservice.
Yeah, if you just tell the reader, like, what happened, I'm not going to get into it. It just feels like it wasn't as important. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really fucking depressing writing about it. And, there's like some movies that I have really a lot of fun writing about, like Inglourious Bastards I had a lot of fun writing about. United 93 was definitely one that I did not have fun writing about.
But I don't know if Schindler's List is going to end up in your list, but good luck with that one.
It's not. And it's just interesting too because, and we say this all the time on our film explosions, Schindler's List is a brilliant movie. It really is. But I don't know if I can watch it, you know what I mean, all the time. And that's why it's not one of my 150 favorite films. It's probably one of the best 150 films of all time, but I can't watch it that much.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. Anywho, this week we saw Bottoms. Stay tuned where we will recommend the film or not, play the trailer, and then spoil the movie. We also talk about the big movie news. There isn't any. And stuff we've watched throughout the week. It's what we do. I will say, because we recorded our 600th episode last week. Wink. And it was really cool seeing Tears of the Kingdom on a big screen, and like a legit big screen.
Oh, it was so much fun to play on the big screen. Actually, even more impressive was just the 7.1 surround sound.
Yeah.
That was even better.
I feel like I should rent out the bug to play Mortal Kombat or something.
We've been trying for years to get like a game night, like a public game night thing happen there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, we're understaffed, so it just doesn't end up happening. But definitely private rental. Like part of the reason I was playing was the day before there was a show there that got canceled, and so Alex and I had to kind of sit there and make sure that people who showed up for it, had explained to them like what happened. So we just had to wait around with the door open the whole time, and so we're hoping like people would walk by and notice it and it's like, oh, I can play video games on the screen at the Bug and rent it. Sweet. So
yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, we actually did it for Alex's birthday last year. So he had like a bunch of like what are they, like the mini like Raspberry Pi things. So there's a couple of different screens in the theater, and the big one had the Switch, and then there was a couple other like in the lobby that had like a Atari and a Super Nintendo. So eventually we want to make like the stage kind of like an arcade, but not like the cabinets, but has all the different consoles laid out. You play different ones all at the same time.
That'd be sweet.
With the big screen for the premium stuff. Anywho.
Yeah. No, I think it's a great idea. This week we saw Bottoms. Brad, did you recommend Bottoms?
This is one of my favorite movies of the year. I don't want to sound too reductive of it because it's definitely its own thing, but it's pretty much Clerks, Superbad, and Not Another Teen Movie all in one.
I love that analogy.
Yeah, like it's their own thing, but it encompasses all their elements from, like, I recognize stuff from those movies, in this sort of new thing. So yeah, absolutely recommend.
It's one of my favorite movies of the year too. And when you just said that, like a light went on over my head where I go, yeah, it's profane like Clerks. It's set in high school, like super bad.
Like,
and then
there's
there's
two main characters, like their goal is to get laid, which is like
Yeah.
super bad.
Yeah, and there's stuff I don't want to. I'll spoil it after the trailer, but the Not Another Teen movie is very spot on. Here's the trailer. Make sure you should find the Red Band trailer. It's funny. Here's the trailer for Bottoms.
Could the ugly, untalented gays please report to the principal's office?
Guess that's you guys.
Tonight is our night. We're getting the cooch. I'm gonna talk to Brittany. You can say hi to Isabel.
What would I say? Hey, girl, how's your boyfriend? How's his penis?
I'm gonna expel you both for committing a crime against Jeff.
Get out of the car.
You can't tell me what to do!
Get out of the freaking car!
We were just practicing for a self-defense club.
So it's like a fight club?
Yes.
Just stay in your lane until you're munching beaver at Wesleyan.
Yes, sir.
What's your plan here?
Jeff is psychotic, and they're picking on the weak and defenseless. So we teach a bunch of girls how to defend themselves. They are grateful to us.
Adrenaline is flowing. Next thing you know, Isabel and Brittany are kissing us on the mouth. You can be our club advisor.
You know, my mom did say I need to pick up a hobby.
Welcome to our fucking fight club.
Let's get it popping in this motherfucker.
I want that trophy.
To have a safe space like this, it means a lot to people.
I'm gonna finally reverse stalk my stalker. Yeah.
I'll be able to kill my stepdad.
Awesome.
He seems so supportive of women, especially the hot ones. Men need therapy.
Are you cheating on me?
No!
I literally saw you yesterday.
So nerd, I fucked your mom.
We are literally at the bottom. We have nowhere to go but up.
Your club is over.
They deserve a shot at showing everybody how fucking cool they are. Let's go fuck up some football players.
I want that trophy.
You created a fight club to get some coochie. You don't even know how to work that thing. I know y'all ain't tickling the pearl.
I just don't know if you're supposed to be talking to us like that, just like as a teacher.
Dude, we only play Red Band trailers on this podcast if they have them.
I just feel like I have to remind you because I fucking love fucking cuss words. And I know that Carol really fucking hates how many times I say fuck, but sometimes, you fucking have to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Bottom tells the story of two high school girls named PJ and why can't I remember? I literally saw this yesterday.
Me too.
Blanking. You know what really helps? I can just open up IMDb because
Josie,
thank you, and I love that name too. There are two girls who are on their way to a state or like a high school welcome back carnival, and they both have crushes in their class, and they're both lesbians. So Josie has a crush on a girl who's dating the number one football player on the team. And I don't even know what position he plays because they never really say. I think quarterback.
Yeah, isn't the number one position always quarterback?
Well, yeah, it is, but
it's like Hazel was saying, the guy who throws the balls, the main guy.
Yeah. Yeah, when she's trying to explain what football is great. Yeah, so they're on their way to this like school fair to finally admit their love to these girls, or their crushes, I guess is a better word. and how they're going to do it. And they both are, it's really funny because, Josie's kind of reserved, but she still has this naughty mouth about her. So
Yeah,
she's kind of funny.
She's the Dante.
Yeah. Perfect.
PJ's the Randall.
Yeah. And so they go there and they're kind of thrust in this, to talking to him. And it happens to come out through, you just said her name too.
Hazel,
that they went to juvie and they, killed somebody.
Yeah. Like Hazel takes everything they say too literally.
Yeah.
Like, you ate literal shit?
Oh, that's right. So the whole movie is them trying to finally confess to their crushes that they like them. But as they're leaving the fair, asshole boyfriend, who is the definition of like
Jeff.
Mr. Toxic, he tries to prevent him from going, and she barely touches his knee, and he freaks out about it. And he shows up the next
whole
day
team.
in crutches.
Yeah. When the full team, like, his second in command, like, notices him, and the whole team, and there's like the one football player's like rolling over the car hoods.
No, that's when you said not another teen movie. So I need to see this movie again. One, because the dialogue is really clever and really funny.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you really listen to it, I talked about this in episode 600. I love movies where the dialogue is, what they're saying is actually kind of stupid, but it's said in a way that makes it really funny. This movie is littered with that. And where, like the football players only always wear their football stuff.
Yep.
And, the number 2 guy is like, I don't know, he has a flip phone. But if you watch in the background, anytime something with the football players is happening, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, actually, I watched it again last night, but I actually caught a captioned version of it at the Mills. So I got to read all the dialogue, and there's like stuff in the background from like people saying stuff off screen. Like, I think every time Jeff's on screen, like someone off screen says like, "Sign my pussy."
So yeah, and like Jeff like cracks me up because he picks up, what's his, damn it, the girl that Josie has a crush on,
Isabel.
He says, "I'm gonna pick you up, because I'm like really strong."
Yeah.
So he comes into school after he has this traumatic injury after he was assaulted, and the 2 girls get called into the principal's office.
Wait.
Because
they go to class, and then there's like the one football dude's like in a cage in the background.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then I think the scene lasts for like 2 minutes, and then the bell rings, and then PJ's like, "Really, class is over already?" Like,
yeah, it's so stupid. And even Marshawn Lynch is great in this movie.
Yeah, his like fake allyship.
What was the name of the porn magazine he was reading? Divorced
and Happy.
And Happy.
Yeah, his whole thing is he's upset about his divorce, so he just hates on women the whole time.
Yeah. So it's great. So they get the principal says, "Could the non-talented, non-attractive gays come to my office?" And he knows that he's talking about Josie and PJ.
Ugly and talented gays. Yeah.
So the big thing is they have a homecoming game against their arch rivals in 30 days, and everybody has to be prepared. Yeah. They have this announcement that says, "I was punched in the face by," what the fuck is the other school's name?
I know that the Golden
Huntington?
Ferrets. Yeah, it's Huntington. Yeah.
Yeah, the Golden Ferrets. So they decide to make this fight club where they just beat the shit out of each other because it makes girls like horny. Because they want to get close to the other girls. But anyways, in the background when they're talking about, and that really reminded me of Superbad now that you said that, where Evan and damn it, I'm slipping in my old age. Anyways, Michael Cera and Jonah Hill are talking about, getting girls
Seth.
to the party.
Seth and Evan, because these are real names.
Yeah, Seth and Evan. But they're talking about in the background, Jeff like throws his crutches in the air and everybody starts dancing and like grinding and stuff.
Yeah. It's like, he's back. He's okay.
Yeah. It's okay. And every time the football players are in the background, they're always like doing like grinds and like humping stuff, and
Yeah.
just funny as shit.
In the lunchroom, they have that like birth of God or something like behind the football's table, like a painting.
Yeah.
But Jeff's face is on like the origin of man, I think it is.
Yep.
That classic painting. But yeah, Jeff's face is on. Yeah. Yeah. And
And then
stuff.
you find out that he's fucking Hazel's mom. But what I love about that is when he comes out of the bedroom, he's wearing his shoulder pads.
Yep. A thong.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I don't know. It's just a really funny movie. Have you seen their other movie, Shiva Baby?
I have, yeah.
Is it good?
It was all right. It wasn't like this. It was a comedy, but it's pretty much like in a house, like one continuous scene in a house, I guess, about this, a Shiva. And I've basically forgotten what happens for the most part.
I was just curious because it seems that PJ and I don't know the real name, that Josie girl, they're pretty talented writers.
Yeah, I want to watch the I guess because there's that one part where Punky Johnson shows up as Rhodes, as like this gay Yoda, they called it. Where Josie goes for advice, and I'm suddenly like, where's that character? Like, it felt like it was an inside joke, and I wasn't sure what it was. But they actually do reference Rhodes earlier in the movie. They just don't show her. But I think that's probably a character from, this is like an expansion of some shorts they did. So I want to go back and watch the shorts, or like
yeah, because the Alamo had that fun like Comedy Central show that they had, and that was pretty clever.
That might be what I'm referring to.
You find out from that Rhodes that so this build up to this homecoming game that they literally kill people at this homecoming game.
Yeah, like the stakes are that people will die.
Yeah,
like teenagers are like going to kill other teenagers because of the
what
rivalry.
I loved about this movie too is I kept on expecting it to be like a metaphor. You know what I mean? That they're not really going to kill the teenagers.
Oh yeah.
But at the end, after they have this huge fallout with the Fight Club, all the ladies from it get together and kill the other team.
Yeah. It's funny because before that they were lying about killing people in juvie, and then by the end of the movie they actually kill people. And they will process it later.
Yep. It's great. I love that this movie just went for it.
Yeah.
It makes no apologies.
Yeah. In the middle, when they, like when Jeff gets exposed and they go, to egg his house, and then they're like, do you guys need a bomb? Like Hazel says, do you guys need a bomb? And Peter's like, yeah, let's do terrorism. And she does make the bomb and blow up his car. Like, man, this movie has explosions in it too.
Yeah, I love too when you go see a movie at the Alamo and you go to the pre-show, and they had Total Eclipse of the Heart, the whole video. I'm like, why is this on here? And then it's Jeff singing Total Eclipse of the Heart while his car's being blown up and stuff.
Yeah. And there's like a fun little touch too, like when the car does blow up and they're running back to the van, and like they're just completely chaotic. They can't even get back in the van. Like they're just can't find the doors. And then the van drives away, and they like do the turn like at the wrong angle, so they have to back up a little bit.
The movie is brilliant. It really is.
So much fun.
It's cool to see a comedy like this again, because I like Strays, and I thought No Hard Feelings was, they were good movies, but this is one that it seems like I'm going to be rewatching a lot and enjoying a lot going forward.
Yeah, there's just so much baked into the background to enjoy. And yeah, like the dialogue's just a laugh a minute. Like I'm just laughing at everything that's happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just fun. And everybody should see it. I wish it got an actual proper rollout,
I mean, there's a Draft House recommends, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean,
more than most indies get.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it was, pushed a little more. But I before we move on, I do love when Marshawn Lynch finds out that the girls were lying to him. He's like, I didn't think women were evil, but they're evil, and I fucking hate them for it.
And Amelia Earhart's a fake hero.
Yeah,
Plenty of men
crash
fly
all the time.
Plenty of men fly planes and don't crash them. Yeah, and on the chalkboard, like in the middle of the movie, he's like, feminism, who started it? Gloria Steinem, a man, or another woman? And by the end, he's like, white presidents have always been men and should stay that way. Oh,
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, fuck. I love this movie.
Yep. So good. I'm going to see it more times.
Yes.
Oh my God. The goth kid, when they find out that like the lunch lady accidentally gives Jeff the pineapple cup and his buddy like throws it and it hits the goth kid. He's like, oh, that's the last straw. And he opens up his notebook and draws out his plan to blow up the school.
Shit.
Yep.
Good stuff. Good stuff. This is the big movie news of the week.
It's real news.
Nothing. I mean, I guess Drew Barrymore's pissing people off because she's gonna bring her show back.
During the SAG strike.
Yeah.
I imagine some people are upset. Did she say why it was worth doing that?
No, I'd have to read the article, and I don't care enough. But that's the only news that's come out. So, I get Mortal Kombat 1 in 2 days because I got the collector's edition, so I get it 6 days early.
Cool.
I know. I keep checking my GameStop account though; it hasn't shipped yet.
Yeah, I get a lot of stuff these days where, it's like I get the notification like the day before it arrives. I'm just like, oh,
I know. Well, because I was nervous because I don't really I've never pre-ordered on GameStop.com. I did buy my PlayStation 5 from GameStop.com, and it literally showed up the next day.
Wow.
But this, I pre-ordered it, and part of the pre-order is you got, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, there was a beta of it, and I didn't want to play it because I want to play the game. I don't want to play like the test game because I'm weird. And when it went live, I didn't get the email from GameStop for my code because you got the beta code by if you pre-ordered it. And I was like, oh man, did I not get the collector's edition because it sold out everywhere? But then the next day they sent me the code for the beta. I'm like, okay. But my order right now says they're trying to find product availability, and I swear to God, if I don't get it, I'm going to freak out.
I mean, who are you going to complain to?
No one. The only thing is I'll have to hurry up and pre-order the premium edition so I can get Shang Tsung because he's only available through pre-order. I'm sure you can probably buy him.
There's so many like things to keep track of in buying a game now.
I know. Well, they're all about the microtransactions,
Ugh.
I mean, this collector's edition I got, it comes with Shang Tsung, the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin, the combat pack, 5 other cameo fighters, and some sort of in-game currency, which just made my heart break. I'm like, oh, great. I'm going to have to grind even harder on this one, I think.
And like a year from now, they're going to release the expansion pack, and it's going to have all this stuff in it right from the get-go?
The joke is on NetherRealm and WB Games. Just like in Mortal Kombat 11, I won't pay to unlock skins. I will grind for hours to get them. So the joke is on them.
Do not test me.
Yeah, I will play this game for hours. We watch things throughout the week in a segment I call What We've Been Watching.
So, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Brad, anything of note this week?
Yeah, a lot of old stuff. Like obviously I watched Not Another Teen Movie after watching Bottoms. I guess new stuff I saw, The Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox. I'd never seen before.
Oh, that's an all right movie.
Yeah, it's an all right movie.
Very 80s.
Very 80s. I don't think it ages well in a lot of places.
I do love the joke when he's in that apartment and the lady says, kiss my ass. And the guy says, that'll take all night.
Yeah, it's there's another movie I watched recently. I was like, oh yeah, oh God. I was like, wow, this is people like really in for this type of movie.
Spoilers for our 600th episode if people haven't heard it yet. Zach was the gas that you did not like. Oh God.
Yeah, I think he's the one with the. I'm more concerned about his taste after watching approving of that one. I think he gave it 5 stars. I'm just like, dude. Have you watched it recently? Yeah.
Maybe he just loves John Denver. Who knows?
Ugh. I forgot to say on the show that like John Denver, you can see where the movie's like shot out of order, because like there's some scenes where he's like caught up to being an actor, and there's other ones where it seems like he's floundering, just like wondering what to do. Anyway, so yeah, I watched The Secret of My Success, and I watched Cruising, which is like from 1980. It's who did I forget the director. But it's Al Pacino, and he's like a cop who gets recruited to infiltrate.
I'm here just to cruise.
Yeah, to infiltrate. Like there's like this gay killer killing gay men in New York.
Okay.
So he gets recruited to pretend to be a gay man and infiltrate, find out who's doing it. And yeah, it was like, I don't know, just not interesting. It feels like it's trying to be shocking, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's 2020. It's not, or 23. It's not now.
Yeah.
And like it turns into like a different movie by the end, because it almost suggests that like this whole assignment is like corrupting him, and he's like starting to stalk the guy he thinks is the killer, almost like in a being the killer kind of way. Yeah. So.
Interesting.
It's fun to see like 80s New York, like grimy 80s New York and all that. But other than that, I was like, okay. Not sure what this movie's going for.
Yeah. I mean, I guess back then the shocking thing would be, the gay element.
I know, like everyone looks like Freddie Mercury in the movie. So, it's much like bare asses, like right in front of the lens. But yeah, whatever.
They got the bare ass hanging out.
It's not much different from Jeff wearing his thong and his shoulder pads and bottoms. But yeah, everyone's like in a dive bar. Like most of the scenes are just, people dancing to disco in a dive bar. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the last thing I rewatched was Terminator Genesis, which I haven't seen since the theater. And there's some dialogue scenes where I'm like, yep. I'm reminded why this sucked so hard.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, I almost forgot it was a movie that exists. Because
that's
Dark
the
Fate
one
came
that
out.
Came after 3, right?
It's between Salvation and Dark Fate.
Oh, that's right. I keep on forgetting Salvation.
Yeah, I consider like 1, 2, and 3 like the original trilogy, and then Salvation, Genesis, and Dark Fate is its own trilogy. It wasn't intended to be that way, but that's how I'm clustering it.
Sure.
So.
I think Terminator 3 is better than people give it credit for. Stay tuned to Film Explosion 2003.
I mean, compared to what's come after it, I mean, it's not bad. But yeah,
it's fun.
But yeah, like there's actually some cool stuff in Genesis, like the way they recreate scenes from like the '84 movie. It's a cool reveal when actually the CGI Arnold in that is pretty impressive, like the young Arnold. And it's cool when they recreate that scene where he appears and then older Arnold shows up and like fights him. Like stuff like that's cool, but there's like, the alternate timeline Sarah Connor like calls him Pops, and they have like this back and forth about how Kyle Reese, like they're supposed to fall in love and stuff, and like just the way the stuff the dog plays out is just so cringy. And ultimately
you're making me want to watch it again though.
Oh no, I'll stop then. Actually, that reminds me, I also watched Dread, which I hadn't watched in a while, and I actually watched it going.
One?
Yeah,
that one's awesome.
Yeah, I remember not like I remember also having the same problem of like bad dialogue, but this time I watched it and I was like, I don't remember why I didn't like this. So
Yeah.
upgrade. Now I'm like, oh, I got to find that steelbook. So.
Oh yeah, I got that steelbook.
Yeah.
Because it actually is the first time I watched it in a long time because the steelbook is fucking awesome. So I was like, you know what? I think I got the steelbook for $12.99.
Ooh.
It was on sale. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'll get it and watch it again. And when I watch it, much like you, I go, man, this movie's cooler than I remember it.
Yeah, the only bummer is that like it's clearly engineered for 3D, and obviously I can't replicate that. So there's sequences in it where I'm like, oh man, I bet this looks really good right now. Like all that slow-mo stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I watched.
Yeah, I only watched I watched Sleepy Hollow again, which is a fun Tim Burton movie. It's gory and kind of cartoony, but it's fun. And the new thing I watched was Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares, which is the Robert Englund documentary. And it's pretty fun. It's about 2 hours long, and he goes through basically his whole filmography. And he talks about his experiences working on each film, stories from each film, how he got into film. He was in theater, and he decided to be in film. And there's some really funny stories about working in low budget films, which he's doing now. And they asked him, why do you do the low budget stuff now? And he said, because it's lots of fun, and I'd rather have lots of fun than make movies that don't interest me. I'm like, all right, I'm on board. And he says he's having fun playing like the old grizzled like priest or teacher or something in films. And it's kind of cool seeing him chart his career before Freddy and then after Freddy, and how he's fully embraced, being a horror movie actor, and how it's kept him working all these years. And he seems like he's like a genuinely nice guy when he's being interviewed for these 2 hours. And they bring a lot. What's up?
I was gonna say, like, I hope so. If you make a documentary about him, you're like, like, hey, we made a documentary about how much of a prick you are.
Yeah, but then you hear stories that Heather Langenkamp, who is Nancy in Nightmare on Elm Street, her son passed away from brain cancer, and oh man, fuck. And but she talks about how Robert Englund was always calling her and checking on her and her son, and that he helps. He likes working with first-time directors, and he helps them understand the process of making films, and he's always there to help. And it is kind of cool. They had a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff on these low-budget movies with him working out blocking and scenes with the directors. It's kind of cool to see, because everybody knows who he is because of Freddy Krueger, but it's nice if someone of that quote-unquote stature would help people that are making their first film or whatnot to have more confidence. It was really nice to see, and it's not a deep documentary, but it is a cool behind the curtains look about a working actor, really.
Nice.
Yeah, so I recommend that one. Brad, what are we seeing next week? I don't even know. Are we seeing A Haunting in Venice?
I think so. We only have a minute left. I know Saw X is right around the corner. I haven't seen a trailer for it in the theater. So
that's the end of September. I think it's A Haunting in Venice.
Yeah.
That sounds good. We'll see A Haunting in Venice.
Sounds good, yeah.
Until next week, we'll see you at the movies. Bye.
A real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot. And a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram, @Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it.